Hello and welcome back to another Now You Know with Yorktown Joe. Today we're going to take a little look at the Dreadnok Cycle. They came like this. This one is not stickered. And I was doing some customizing and I'm missing one of the pipes there and one of the gears here. But I first started out a long time ago as a child just saying, you know, that purple gun was not doing it for me. So I glossed over that with black and you can see the paint is coming through, and that's all I did. That was the extent of my customizing as a kid, and I said, well, that was good enough. At least the gaudy purple was taken out of the equation there. I got another cycle because, you know, Joe's, we collectors, we are like that. We end up with an extra one. And I did some more work on there. You can see all the little fine detail there. If you just give it a little wash, it really draws out all the work that the sculptors did on that. And then see, you can see how plain that looks just in black, but just a slight little wash like that brings out some great metallic detail. And you know, I'm not a motorcycle aficionado, but I would say that looks significantly better than just the flat black. The pipes, I kind of just chromed them out, and one of them slipping there a little bit, but I think that looks better as well. And then the seats were, I don't know what that is, aquamarine green, blue, something like that. I kind of painted them to give them a more of a leather look there. So I am not a great customizer, but I thought that was an improvement. I also gave, you probably didn't even notice it, I gave the gray front strut instead of the purple. And now we've got the still teal and a few other things saying, yeah, that's a Dreadnok vehicle, but it doesn't scream like this is clearly a plastic toy, and this looks more like this is like a collectible and something that you want to have your Joe's having some type of play motion adventure on. And I've put some sporadic Dreadnoks in the back there. I did at one point, I traded with someone, I believe it was Skip Bro Toys on Instagram, but we knew each other way before Instagram was a thing, and he made that duster coat for me for Torch, and that was pretty cool. And let's see, some other light customization. Got rid of the red stripe on Road Pigs. Like, this is between dyes. He's went back to his straight white because that the red line took a lot of work to get painted on there, and he had to trust somebody, and he didn't trust anybody anymore, so he just went flat white. I'm not sure. Whoop, there goes Zanzibar, just bit it off the back of that happens too. I never had Zanzibar as a kid, but I have no fewer than 3. I might have 4 Zanzibars. It seems like Zanzibar was always tossed into lots with O-ring lots when you buy a lot on eBay back in the day. Around the turn of the century, all you youngsters, people would just sell them in lots, and you get 8, 10, 15 figures, and you buy them, and you end up with another Zanzibar yet again. So what do you think of what I did, just the light customization and light work? I'm not really steady with my hands, so I can't like paint on eyes or do like fine detail work, but I think the little wash over that, I generally will paint it, and then, I don't know, the dry brushing techniques, I just paint it, and then before it dries, kind of wipe it off real quick with a paper towel, and the raised details seem to show and give a good look for what we're trying to draw out, because the sculptors did a great job back in the 80s, and the flat plastic doesn't really call out all those intricate details. Appreciate you watching. And Now You Know with Yorktown Joe. No Zanzibars were injured in the filming of this episode.